wealth and prosperity in the book of 1 Corinthians. So the book says, what do you have that you did not receive? So why do you boast? So we've spoken about this in so many of the books of the Bible, that it's God who gave you the strength to acquire the wealth. Don't forget about it. And here is being repeated, that what do you have that you did not receive? So always remember to give God the glory for everything that you have acquired. And then it also says that in chapter 13, if I give away all my possessions, but I do not have love, I gain nothing. So some years ago, I was in a church where whenever somebody is doing something, say you're having a baby dedication, the women will have a meeting, and then every woman will bring a dish to support the new parents. So you don't have to provide anything. So, this one will say, okay, I'll bring this food, that one I'll bring that dish, and everybody will bring it on the day, and then we'll all eat together as a church. So that's the system in that church. So one Saturday, I went to the shop near my home just to get some few things. It was in the evening. And I saw a sister that we are going to the same church. She was doing a shop. And I was like, oh, you're buying a lot of things, just chit chat. And she went into a rant. Yeah, tomorrow is sister this and this dedication, and we've been all asked to cook some food. I'm just coming back from work and I'm tired, and now I have to start cooking this evening. When she had her baby, why can't she cook her own food and bring it? Now I have to do this, I'm going to be up late. And she was ranting. And I thought, oh my days, she could have just said no, she doesn't have the time to prepare the food. So she made some fried rice and she brought it the next day, and everybody was complimenting the food. Oh, sister, this is so delicious, sister, that. And I was just thinking that she cooked this food with anger, no love at all to prepare the food. But everybody was complimenting the dish. So when I was having an event in that church, if you're watching and you remember, this is the reason. And they all made a meeting and said, okay, they're all going to bring a dish to my event. I said, no, I don't want to inconvenience people. Let's get a caterer. So I paid, and we got a caterer who provided the food. So if you're watching and you know this, you know me, this is the reason why. I didn't want people preparing food for my event and they are moaning while they're stirring the banku, and they are cursing while they're chopping the onions, not happy. So here the Bible is saying, if you give away all your possessions, but do not have love, you gain nothing. So if you are giving someone something, do it with love. Otherwise, don't give at all. If you're helping somebody, help out of love, not out of duress. If not, you don't gain anything from it. You will not be blessed by God. So that's this one. I remembered that story when I was reading this in the Bible. And then the last bit was Paul still talking about the collection for the Jerusalem church. And he was telling the church in Corinth that they should put aside money every week so that when he comes, he will just collect it. Not when he's there, and then they will start doing the offering hurriedly. So this is for the poor saints in Jerusalem. These saints, they were poor because most of them had been banished. They were Jews, and then they now became Christians. So they were excommunicated, from the community, because they now accepted Jesus. So some of them couldn't sell anymore. They had businesses. People were not patronizing them. They were being persecuted, and that's why they were poor. So I've spoken about this in our previous book. And I said, if you know any Christians in any countries that are being persecuted, you can send them some money. You can send donations. You can send gifts. There are some charities that collect on behalf of these Christians. And also in your church, your own local community church, you can help people who are struggling. There was a church I used to go. They were really good at that. they looked after their own first before outside. So they were really good at that. It was a church I attended just for a few months before the pandemic. So this is Wealth and Prosperity in 1 Corinthians. God bless you.